unboxing the Kaya guitar case for 40 and 41-inch guitars. So this is already what it looks like. It has a couple of bags also on the back, and then we also find these straps, which are meant for wearing this whole thing as a rucksack. I bought this from a Fender, and I don't know the exact model number, but this is what it looks like. And so it's a guitar that has kind of a thicker upper portion compared to other guitars which don't have this. It's also a somewhat bigger guitar. Now, I ordered this because I was beginning to busk on the streets as of a couple of days ago, and so I wanted something that would allow me to carry my guitar on the back. I do already have this bag here, which is for my smaller Ibanez. Now, the problem with my smaller Ibanez is that it does not sound as good as the bigger guitar I have. So the Fender is the best guitar I have. So let's first of all take a look at this case and maybe also compare it to the other case I already have. Now, I only have like a big case for my guitar, which is kind of heavy, and also it began to break as I threw it down a couple of times from a closet. And so I tried carrying this to the street, and it also to a certain extent works. I mean, the carrying portion works. I also tried riding with the bike with it, which does not work so well. So let's take a look at the case. We have this upper portion here, and we also have this is possibly for putting in a tripod. Now, the problem with my tripod is that it is just a little bit too long. So this is the tripod I have been using, and it probably does not fit in here. No. But I could, if I have a rubber band, then maybe fix it. The question obviously is to which extent it then influences the top here, and maybe alters the tune of the strings. So this would maybe something to look into. Maybe I could get something that is more collapsible, and this would maybe save me the otherwise necessity to put it into this pocket. So this is what I did on the other strings, and so I used this pocket and then just had the case down here, not the case down here, but the mount down here, and then I used a rubber band to attach it kind of to the back of the guitar, such that I could carry it also on my back. Now, there seems to be also, no, there is no pocket on the side. So my other case does have an additional side pocket here, which I think is also useful. So there is a front pocket as well as a side pocket that is on the side, and it could house something that's additional. This one actually was the version with more bags, which I ordered. There was also a version with less bags. Basically, there was only like one pocket here, and the pocket down here was not that built out. Now, down here we also have only one pocket compared to the other one, which has multiple pockets, which I will show shortly. So we have the main pocket here, which then I would have to use in order to put this holder in, and then I have additionally this here, which I could use for putting in strings, and I additionally have this here for, I don't know what I would put in, potentially the money. Now there is also this bag, which allows you to potentially store notes, but I'm not sure if they would actually fit in. So let's say these are my lyrics. Let's try to fit them in. I suspect that they are just a little bit too big. So at least this kind of notebook does not fit in the best, as you are kind of seeing. I actually hoped for this to be kind of the solution. It is probably a better solution compared to carrying it in my guitar case. But it seems to be, well, the case that the portioning of the pockets on the back of my other guitar case, in which the Fender does not fit in, are a little bit better. I don't know. This seems to be a little bit bigger, and also I have this additional pocket compared to only one pocket up here, which is a little bit longer, I think. So let's compare those two. Maybe more like this. So it is longer, and it could potentially fit in more. They both have grips, and then they both have these pockets on the bottom here. What I also like about this, or one thing I like about this newer one is, and it also, in terms of the feeling, this older one I have is just a more robust pocket. And if I put my 350 or 360 euro guitar in this here, this is just a little bit lighter, which in terms of how much it protects the guitar might be less good. Now there is obviously a downside to this being too heavy, that this then also gets too heavy. But on the opposite side, we then also have, or I then also have, less protection of the guitar itself. So this feels like a similar case which I also have for one of the smaller guitars I have, and it's kind of a lighter version. There is also additionally a pocket down here, in here, which I don't know what it houses, potentially strings or other things. Now, it probably will do the job, and I will try it today. I also bought it refurbished from Amazon Warehouse, which means I paid only 24 euros for the case itself, even though it would sell for new for 50 euros. And there were also, I think, cases available that also at a new price already sold at 35 euros or something like this, but this was completely black, so I ordered the Warehouse version. I paid additionally 3 euros because I'm not a Prime member. In terms of the size, it actually seems to not be that much bigger, so we have just a little bit more room maybe down here. So let's actually do the final test, whether my guitar fits in. And here I see that this is already impractical. The reason it is impractical, and this is something I didn't realize, is that you cannot open it up, but I need to open it up fully in order to be the bag for busking, in order for this to be the bag where people throw in money. But it doesn't open up, which is kind of a bummer. And also, how do I then fit in the guitar? The other case opens up fully. Maybe I should have taken a look at this. I also have this paper in here, which is showing my link tree. So now finally, does the guitar fit in? And the answer seems to be yes. What also seems to be yes is the answer to whether my vocal cords from now 3 days of busking, and with a total duration of maybe a couple of 100 minutes, are inflamed. And so now it does fit in. So that's at least a bonus. It's also completely black. It also cost me only 28 euros. There are also these threads that are sticking off from the side, and let's try to fit it on. Now it actually would work. There are less pockets compared to the other thing, compared to the other case, which I would need maybe an additional pocket for maybe throwing in some bars for eating. This is what it looks like if I have it on. Then there are also these adjustable things on the side here, which ideally I could adjust further. So I adjust them further down, such that it is a little bit more relaxed. And now this is what it looks like. Now I could use this already. I'm just questioning whether I should have done more research and seen that it did not open up. I just assumed it would open up like the other one. I just assumed, and also from the pictures, it looked quite stuffy, that it would be of a similar material as the other one, but it's a little bit thinner, which means that probably, so the main problem I think is that it has not too many pockets, or that it does not have as many pockets as I would have liked. Even though I knew this already, I figured the pockets would be better. And the second problem is that I cannot open it up. I could potentially use it. I don't know if I find another solution for. I mean, the guitar bag is just a most accepted thing as, okay, I am busking here, I'm putting up my guitar bag. And so if I cannot open up this guitar bag, then what do I do?